Garrett from Tyre Review here, and we're at Baskerville Raceway today for a drive day run by Performance Driving Australia. And I'm here with Nathan and Andy, and they're basically Team Corolla. But gents, maybe give us a bit of the background as to where you came from and why you're here with two Corollas.
Probably all my fault. I've been around motorsport all my life and raced powerboats for a while, and want to go back to the circuit, so we sold the boat, bought a car, mainly because my son had discovered sports sedans.
Yes.
And he liked the old dinosaurs.
So he's a bad influence.
Yeah, I suppose it's my fault.
It is your fault.
So Nathan's been harassing everyone that has old sports sedans in sheds and everything else, and they're on the comeback trail. So got to have a sports sedan as well. Nathan's gone and found himself a sports sedan.
So you've got the sports sedan because you guys are trying to get sports sedans in Tasmania up and running again. So you had to get one to support that.
Yeah, why not? You've got to be out there racing. May as well support what you're. And it's old school racing. It's backyard engineering. It's if you're racing at that level, it's tricky engine swaps, and it's a bit of backyard geometry and playing with your shock absorbers yourself, rather than spending all your big dollars. So
Nathan was just saying pretty much anything goes as long as the engine isn't above 6 litres.
That is correct. Yeah,
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, that's right. And people slot all sorts of different motors into different things. For example, my car, nice little Corolla.
Yeah,
lift the bottom.
Sort of just a gentle-natured, friendly Corolla.
Yeah, nice little K55, and you lift up the bonnet, and all the Toyota aficionados go to cover, go to ground. Yeah, sitting there's a Nissan SR20 motor.
Yeah, so it's an SR20 from a Nissan in a Toyota.
That's it. Makes it a blue blood sports sedan.
So you were the first to buy the Corolla?
I think I bought mine first, but because of COVID, it was a long time getting out of Melbourne, and Nathan purchased his locally, and he had his home in the shed before mine got here. Yeah. But the bonus with mine was has been a race car for 10, 15 years of its life, so it was really well sorted and ready to go sort of thing. I was just waiting for some track days to come and do it.
Yeah, so you basically got it all, like stickers, everything's as you bought it?
I haven't touched the thing yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Yes. Yeah, it'll change, but first it's learning the car, how it works, and then we'll start worry about the aesthetics and the performance of it. We're absolutely wrapped with it.
Yeah, so you're just getting in and having a hack?
Having a flat-out hack.
But Nathan, your Corolla wasn't quite stock when you got it.
No, it started off as a drift car, has been for 10 years or thereabouts. I've pretty much just got it, tidied up the body a little bit, and sort of slowly just stepping it up and getting it ready to be logbooked as a sports sedan and hopefully race sort of early next year.
Yeah. So what sort of engine are you running in this one?
It's got a 4AGE turbo.
Yeah. So that's obviously not the original motor.
No. Normally they're a little single cam motor, but it's had a twin cam put in from it's a supercharged motor, so I would assume it's probably an MR2 or something like that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it doesn't go very well though. It's more like the 1300.
God, got some bit of banter going on here.
So it never ends.
So, what are your plans for this one?
Just continue to tidy up the body, bit of paint, livery, and just enjoy it.
So it's pretty much ready to race?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I might eventually sort of look at maybe putting together a spare motor, something a little bit more fruit maybe. But as it is, I mean, the thing is plenty powerful enough, and it's good fun to drive.
Yeah. Cool. Well, maybe let's have a quick look under the bonnet. Andy, you want to pop your bonnet? So I know this one's it's quite the special little beastie that's sitting under here. We don't even need to go inside to pop it.
No. Makes it a pure race car.
Yeah, exactly.
Up it comes, and there you go. It's okay. That's not a little 1300 Corolla.
No, you've got the very obvious individual throttle bodies there.
Yes. Give it a nice little note, and very good under the foot too.
It's pretty shouty.
It is. It's very crisp.
Yeah.
Revving through to about 7.2, 7.3.
Yeah, really.
So it's
that's high.
It's working hard.
Yeah.
But they're built to do it. They're happy doing it. Yeah.
That's cool. And so I guess it's doing it day in, day out, really.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with it at all. An oil change, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I noticed that it's actually really low, sort of where the engine itself, I guess because it's not the original motor, they've actually lowered the pan a lot. Yeah. So it is set back. And
The big hole in the firewall.
yes. Oh, yeah, good point. I didn't notice the hole in the firewall. That's probably not very legal anymore in terms of on the road, but I
Not on
suppose
the road car.
she's not going to go on the road.
Sports sedans, anything goes.
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, you don't.
This isn't even that wide, you know. There's guys that are running, you know, say like floor pan Commodores that have a motor pretty much sitting right next to them. You know, so they got really wild at times.
That's pretty amazing. And you pop your bonnet as well, Nathan.
Yep.
So, is this officially a V mount, or is that?
Well, the radiator technically is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool how it's set up.
Yeah. Look, I as we've already said, you know, I bought it as is. The car was built, I mean, over 10 years ago originally, and I think an A86 shell, and it was re-shelled later on when the previous owner bought it. And as far as I know, from what I can gather, pretty much none of the driveline or mechanicals has actually changed that much at all in all these years. So, yeah.
Pretty cool.
And yeah, I have no intention of changing anything yet. So
Keep it as is.
yeah.
See how you go. Race it as it is.
Exactly right.
Now, we probably have to go to the gorilla in the room, Andy. I noticed you had a bit of an incident this morning.
I don't recall anything.
What is?
Wait,
Hang on.
well,
We should, let's just roll a little bit of overlay now. I've got a perfect photo that I took this morning of the incident.
I was actually a bit tired, and I stopped down the end of the straight here, and some numpty lost his wheel.
Oh, really? Someone else lost their wheel?
I was seeing, this wheel goes rolling past.
Oh, really? I was like, that can't be mine. Looks like mine.
It was pink. My wheels aren't pink. You can
No,
clearly,
yours sort of,
they're gold.
Deep gold, yeah,
They're
yeah.
definitely gold. So it
That's
wasn't
right.
mine, but
Some other roller.
I stopped and helped the fella. He was a good bloke.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. And actually, my wife came along, and she actually probably did more work than anyone else.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah, she's a great girl to have
And
around the cars, and
so-
she
that's
likes to
good.
get the hands dirty. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, she was there to put the car back together for Humpty Dumpty. Oh.
So old mate who had his wheel come off, what happened?
Well, we don't know. All we can guess is maybe the wheel spacer wasn't tensioned up.
Yep.
All the nuts were still captive inside the spaces. So yeah, guessing it's just wobbled itself off.
Yeah, and it just looks like it sort of came off under braking as he was coming in.
Yeah, well, the car started to feel a bit wobbly, so
He was.
the car was starting to feel a bit wobbly. I thought, okay, I better come back into the pits, and I was just turning gently for the corner, and okay, that feels different.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like not much damage was done. Like it just
No.
came off at quite a low speed.
Yeah, no, there's nothing at all really. It's more the red. Oh no, it's sunburn. No, that's all right. I thought it was going to be a bit of embarrassment, but no, it's those things happen too.
Well, that's right. I mean, and you came out of it pretty easily, and you know, to have that sort of thing happen and nothing big dramatic to happen, that's pretty awesome, really. And
that's
part of
right.
racing.
That's right. Yeah, the wife got the wheels back on. My daughter got the race tape out and put the guard back together, and
you,
Nathan stood there and laughed. So yeah, it's teamwork.
Real family effort.
Oh yeah, it was good.
I was on laps while you were fixing it.
Yeah. You're out and about.
Yeah, I'm here to drive, not to help you fix your car. I want to drive my own.
Well, speaking of that, I'm supposed to go for a lap with one of you guys, and you don't have a passenger seat. So
guess who's guilty?
that's right. I'm coming with you for a lap. How does that sound?
We can do that. That's awesome.
Awesome. Cool.
I love to scare people.
I'm up for a scaring, so yeah, let's go.
I'll take it easy.
Nice having a pit crew.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
Enjoy, boys.
Thank you.
You see my pit crew. Oh,
Sorry, darling. What you need?
Can't drive anymore.
Pop you out or nothing?
you've seen the pit crew in action.
No.